the whole idea of revisiting Star Wars is very smart, you know. This is a much more modern film in terms of, that diversity you're talking about, skin tones, accents, the role of women, you know. If you see that in the first films, it's princesses. They're not running in the field with a weapon, you know, fighting for freedom and being the stars of the film. This one, you have that. I mean, the great thing is that I believe it's a chance to leave a stamp, you know. I go back to see Star Wars and I can see a stamp of how the world I live in has been changing, you know, by what this parallel world is portraying. You know, it's a great tool to say in a galaxy far, far away, because you can say a lot of stuff about the world you live in without having to point at people, you know. You're like, no, this is a galaxy far, far away. Don't take it personal. It's not about you. But it is about us. It is a film about heroes that are taking control of their reality and shaping the reality, and it's the people, you know. It's the most grounded film. There are no Jedis, no like superpowers. It's just regular people like you and I doing extraordinary things, and that's kind of cool and pertinent today.
You know, what I found interesting, Felicity, as I was watching this, is that, you know, Hollywood used to not have a lot of strong female characters. And then they started having more of them, but it was almost like, you know, unexpected. Like you wouldn't think it was coming. It was almost sort of pulled off as you know, something like, oh, well, that's surprising. I didn't see that. But what I love about Jin in this film is that there's never any expectation that she will be anything but strong.
Yeah, I think the idea was that it shouldn't be a joke, as you say. Right. It shouldn't be like, oh look, now she's being strong, and we all have to suddenly see that as a surprise. It's more, and literally down to the costume. We were like, oh, you know, it's that thing. I didn't want her to be kind of running around in a tank top, in a sleeveless top. It should be that she's just focused on what she has to be doing. You know, she has a very particular task ahead of her, and that's where the focus is. We're not objectifying her. We're not kind of looking at her body, or, you know, it's you relate to her, I hope, as a person, as a character that you care about, and that's at the forefront of your mind when you're watching the film. And I think for all the characters, it is an ensemble film in the sense that you connect with each one of them and have empathy for each one of them in a different way. But they all, you know, they all have their own story.